Welcome back to Sipping and Tripping. And first of all, we already been sipping.
Okay, so I'm already tripping.
He tripping and I'm sipping and we already done started. But welcome back. You're on with Jovan Too Good.
AC Starks.
What?
I know. I keep changing it.
Who the hell are you?
I don't know. I keep changing. All right, y'all. AC 21.
This man said AC Starks.
AC 21.
Who you supposed to be?
I don't know, man.
Iron
I keep
Man?
changing. No, man. This technically.
Where'd you get Starks from? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It was like one of my old like basketball names.
You're the only person I know that we 6 months into this goddamn podcast and you don't even got a damn name.
Oh, because I'm trying to. You know what? AC 21. All right, man. Come on.
Whatever, man. All right. And this is for all the ladies. By the way, the conversation that we're going to have today is going to be about women. But this is for all the ladies because I love the ladies. I just want to make that very clear. I love the ladies and I love women. I don't have anything against women. Okay, obviously. I'm here to protect and provide.
Who don't love
But
ladies,
it don't
though?
mean that I won't hold y'all ass accountable. Okay? So I got the mango, the Malibu, just to show y'all the love. Okay?
That's a lot of love right there.
That's a lot of love.
That's a lot of love because, once again, want some hair on your chest. You want to pop your ass in the club like Drake. Anyway, let's go. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
See, we can't just skip past that. All right. So,
BBL Drizzy.
first topic.
BBL Drizzy.
So we're going to talk about relationships today. All right. And I would like to consider myself the relationship guru because I've had the most experience and I've been through a lot of shit. And
wait, pause real quick.
I think that I'm most qualified to talk about women.
Pause real quick. You said the relationship guru, right?
That's right.
Didn't Mike Myers make a movie about that, like the Love Guru or some shit like that?
Yeah, I don't think I've seen it though.
Oh my gosh! All right, go ahead.
Well, I mean, what was it about?
The Love Guru, basically a man who goes out and give advice to couples. But go ahead. Go ahead.
For sure. For sure. All right. So the question I have for you, AC, right, is what do you think men want in women and vice versa? Let's address the men first. What do you think men want in women?
I think it's different. Every man is different. Some men want a woman who's let me pop sorry. Lesser men want a woman who's a provider and caring, someone they can leech off of while they just sit back and play video games and such like that. Other men want someone who is supportive and, loving and, attentive to their needs too as well. I think it just depends on whatever male you are or that male out there.
But there is a such thing as generalizing stuff, right? Like most men, what do you think most men want in women? The
lady
women that they choose to date or marry.
A lady in the streets but a freak in the bed.
Like Ludacris, what he said, right?
Yeah, lady in the streets but a freak in the bed. Yeah.
It's absolutely true. I mean, we do want a lady in the streets and a freak in the bed. Mm-hmm. Right? And so, would you say that the women who's shaking their ass in the club, are they the ladies in the streets?
I mean, it's a club, man. So I don't.
What?
It's a club, So I think ladies in the street, but they in the club. Of course, everybody go shake their ass in the club. What's up? Well,
what do you look for in a woman? Somebody that you're looking to marry because it's marriage to go.
I'm gonna. Some days I don't really know. Some days I do feel like I want to be married. Other days I feel like, is marriage worth it? Okay. It's having someone tied to in this long term is really worth it. Because like when you marry, to me personally, when you marry somebody, this is your life partner. This is the person that you choose to be with for the rest of your life.
Right. That
means that this is someone who you see yourself being with through thick and thin, ups and downs, hot and cold, and
Absolutely.
not a lot of women and men can't weather the storm of those two, so me being married to somebody it seems very weird to me to be married. But would I ever have the dream of being married? I don't think I would not stop that dream. But to think about me being married, I feel like it's a little weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think marriage is the goal. I don't think that any man over 30 years old should just be out here dating. You should be out here dating with the intention of getting married, because marriage is the goal. You need to have an institution. You need to have something that can guide you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And so the only thing I can think of is marriage. It's like being married to somebody is a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing because it's something that God advocates for if you believe in God. And it's something that will keep you grounded. It will keep you out of trouble. And quite honestly, a lot of people say they don't want to surrender. They don't want to surrender, right? Mm-hmm. I'm an achiever. I never surrender, right? But surrendering to love is victory.
That sounds like a Spartan.
Yeah.
I know you seen that movie, right?
Absolutely. But surrendering to love is victory. And we need to get into our society needs to get into the habit of surrendering to love, because love is like the most beautiful thing that you could ever experience.
That shit sounds cheesy.
It's not cheesy.
That shit sounds cheesy as hell.
It's not. Listen, I'm trying to put you up on game, okay?
You can put me on.
I'm the love guru, and I'm trying to tell you that being in love is one of the most beautiful things that you could ever experience as a man. Because women have such an impact on men that you cannot even imagine.
So, okay, you saying being in love is greater than being in love with yourself?
Yes.
Why is not? Wait. So when is it being in love with someone else more important than being in love with yourself?
Because why? Because that's selfish. Why would you want to just be in love with yourself?
Because it takes.
God didn't put you on this earth to be selfish.
But you have to learn how to love yourself. But you have to learn how
to love other people.
But you have to learn how to love yourself in order to be able to love other people.
You're going to love yourself by loving other people.
How do you necessarily?
As a man, you're going to love yourself by loving other people.
I think that
by doing crazy. For other people.
That is crazy to me.
If you love yourself and you only think about yourself, that's the most selfish thing you could ever.
I'm not saying like think about yourself if you loving yourself.
But that's what you're saying.
But I'm talking about
if you're only focused on loving yourself, that's the most selfish thing you could ever do.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not, because love is self-respect. So if I love myself enough to where I'm not going to take disrespect from somebody I love, I'm not going to do it.
Would you love yourself more than your kids?
That's different. That's different.
So by default, you have to love other people.
I will have to love my kids, not other people. Extensions of myself. That is completely different from loving other people. Like, say for instance, if I'm in a relationship with somebody and this person is being very disrespectful to me, and you think I'm gonna not value myself over their disrespect, I'm not gonna.
Absolutely, I'm not saying that.
But that's what I'm saying, bro.
No, I'm saying like I'm speaking in general. I'm saying that a man should love other people first before he loves himself.
No, I think a man should love himself.
No, he should love other people first.
You have to learn. No.
Because as a man, you have a duty. You have a responsibility. You don't get to just walk around being happy and shit.
What you talking about?
You have a duty to make sure that everybody that's in your circle that you love, whether it be your mom, your wife, your children, you need to make sure that they're good first before. You need to put them first before your happiness.
So I want you to deeply explain this. Why can't you love yourself and be happy before you love other people?
Because it's selfish as a man.
It's not selfish.
You have duty.
It's not selfish. It's
because
protecting. It's protecting yourself. It's protecting your mental health. It's protecting you as a person.
The only people that are allowed to do that are women and children. As a man, you have a duty. You have duty, you have honor. And you're supposed to, your job on this earth is to be a leader. So your job on this earth is to make sure that everybody that you love, I'm not talking about anybody else in life. I'm talking about the people that you love in your circle, your mom, your wife, your sister, whatever. Those are the people that come for your children. Those are the people that come first. Then you need to figure out how to be happy.
Okay. So in a society where a man can only be loved based on what he can provide.
That's right.
And woman and kids can just be loved in general. Why can't a man love himself versus wanting love from other people only because of what he can provide?
You're not going to get love from other people until you die as a man.
That is Sometimes,
but again, as a man, you have duty and honor.
I can't have this conversation. We're gonna have this conversation, but I cannot keep having this conversation with your brother. Look, let me ask you this: would you move in with someone without moving in without having your own crib first?
No.
Okay. When you moving into your own spot, before you moving in with someone else, it gives you that chance to set your own boundaries, set your own routines, set everything you need for yourself as a man to grow for yourself as a man. And this little bubble in which you live in, that's you gaining love for yourself. Once you have got all
that's preparing you to lead a family. That's what that's doing.
But you have to love yourself before you can love anybody else. Because if you don't have self-respect for yourself, how other people are going to respect you if you don't respect yourself?
Having self-respect for yourself and loving yourself are two different things.
It's the same thing.
It's not the same thing. Yes, having self-respect for yourself and loving yourself is two different things.
It's the same thing.
I'm not interested in being happy. I'm not interested in loving myself. I'm interested in doing what I'm supposed to do on this motherfucking planet that God has put me on and He's told me that I should do.
Listen, I think, you know what? Let's bring this back real quick. Because I think to me personally, I think what is the confusion is right here is that you loving yourself versus being kind and selflessness to other people. You can love yourself and be selfless and kind to other people. But I'm not finna sacrifice love or anything for myself to be kind to somebody who does not deserve it. So, as you stated, I get what
somebody who don't deserve it. I agree with you on that.
As you stated, if it's my family, of course I'm gonna put my family as my dad. Shout out to you, OG. As my dad would say, family first. You got to take care of your family. I do believe that, but my family is not going to fuck my head up because I cannot keep putting them over myself because I can't help them if I can't help myself. You cannot help nobody if you can't help yourself. If you like people who are fucked up inside but still try to raise kids, that shit is terrible. And that's how this creates a cycle of kids who have gone through these mental traumas and everything. Cause I'm not saying like no parent is perfect. I'm not saying that. But if you have the decency as a parent to understand and go love and go get the proper care that you need so that you can be able to be better for your kids, 100% respect to you. But there's parents out here who constantly do the same shit. The selflessness shit that you're talking about in regards to what, and they don't give a fuck about what goes on with their kids. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
I mean, I agree with you. I just don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You know something? Let me just do this. Let me just do this. Anyway, go. Oh, okay. So, what was the mishap at? What was the mishap?
Let me ask you a different question.
Go ahead.
Because clearly we disagree on this one.
And we disagree on a lot of things.
What are your non-negotiables in the relationship? What's something that you will not tolerate?
That I will not tolerate?
Yeah.
A disrespect for one. You're not gonna disrespect me in my relationship. I don't care who the fuck you is.
And what does that look like? What does disrespect look like to you?
Well, you're not gonna make me feel validated with my feelings. I'm a guy who will do his best to make you feel validated or go out his way for you. And if I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna adhere to your shit, I'm gonna listen to your shit, I'm gonna do my best to comfort you in your shit. But when it comes to my shit and you don't give a fuck, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna take that much longer. Cause it takes a lot of strength in yourself to, try to make someone else comfortable in the relationship. But if that person is not giving you that same energy and that same vibe, then what's the point of being in a relationship? I mean, as a man, we are designed that we're supposed to take all these things and all these factors. We're supposed to take all this hardship. We're supposed to do that. But
right.
if I'm not going to sit here and take no more than what I need to. So my non-negotiable is that, if I'm giving you the same energy, love, and care, and you're not giving me that back, then we're done.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with you. I think this is the one thing that we really agree on.
Finally.
Because the disrespect thing is something that no man should ever tolerate, because it's just not right. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Even though we have duty and honor and we're supposed to do certain things as men, like, the next relationship that I get in, I'm going to tell that person. Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell them straight up. I'm going to be like, listen, if you treat me anything less than a king, mm-hmm. I cannot be a part of this.
You think instead of king?
Because I will treat you as a queen. I will make sure that you are taken care of. Mm-hmm. I will make sure that you are loved, that you are seen, all of those things. But if you ever treat me anything less than a king, then this is not for us. Because the disrespect is something I will not tolerate, because I've been through that shit before. Mm-hmm. And that's not something that I can do. Because it's not even just you disrespecting me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, now it's affecting all the relationships around me. You know what I'm saying? It's affecting how my kids see me. Mm-hmm. And that's the most important thing. So for me, it's like, don't treat me anything less than the king. If you feel like you want to treat me anything less than the king, then we need to stop this.
Now, does disrespect come in the form of allowing your women to have friends with the opposite sex? Don't look at no. Put that down. Answer the question.
What you mean?
Like, do you feel like it's disrespectful if your woman has friends with the opposite sex?
No, it's not disrespectful. It's disrespectful if I tell her that I don't like that, mm-hmm. and that I don't think those guys have good intentions, mm-hmm. and she goes and does it anyway. That's disrespectful.
I see that.
You know what I'm saying? Because women will try to fight you on this all day long. They really, I don't know if they want to understand it. I don't think they really want to understand, because they really want to believe that men are their friends, right? Mm-hmm. But the reality of the situation is that they're not.
But do you have women as friends?
What?
Do you have women as friends?
At the end of the day, you focus on the wrong thing. You focus on the wrong thing.
So it's okay for you as a man to have women with friends, but it's not okay for your woman to have men as friends?
They're not my friends.
Oh.
They're not my friends. They're my acquaintances.
Acquaintances.
Yes.
So does that mean friends. So does that mean that you also have underlying intentions?
Okay. See, now we're gonna go down a different rabbit hole, and I'm okay to explore that.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's the thing. Men and women, attractive women and men cannot be friends. It doesn't work out. Okay? It only works out if one of the parties are married.
Okay.
So, for instance, right, I have a friend. I have a friend who's a girl, right? And the only reason I consider her my friend is because of the factors that are in play.
Okay.
I was married at the time. She has a boyfriend who she constantly talks about.
Break it down.
And so, with her constantly talking about her boyfriend, my attraction level has diminished.
Oh, because you said he had a boyfriend. She had a boyfriend.
Exactly. And she constantly talks about him, right? And I've met him too. And so he's a great guy, and he's a cool guy. So you have to be a piece of shit to even still think about her after meeting the boyfriend, after she constantly talks about him. Like, at a certain point, you just have to, I mean, we're all human. So it's just like,
I'm finna call your bluff right now.
No, I'm serious.
Then look at me. No, look at me. So
I'm serious.
So tell me this. Like,
what?
No, 100%. Like, look at me. Keep it real. Why are you smiling? Keep it real. Keep it real.
Go ahead.
If she tell you, hey, Jovan, I want to throw this ass back on you,
I would not.
Say that with a straight face.
I would not.
Say that with a straight face.
It's a straight face. I would not.
Nigga, you about to smile right now.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
serious.
are. You're about to smile.
You want me to smile because you're fucking drunk, and then you trying to get me to smile.
Why I have to be drunk?
But no, like, I respect her and I respect her boyfriend, like real shit. I'm not even lying.
I respect that.
Her.
You know what?
I respect her boyfriend. He's a cool dude. I've already met him, and no, I would not. If they were to go through some shit and they were to break up, like, and it really depends on the guy. It really does.
Big fact.
Right? A guy who has morals and values and principles, right? They're not gonna move in that direction. If they were to break up and she were to call me and be like, "Yeah, we broke up and I want to talk to," I would redirect her. I would say, "Go talk to him," because I met the dude and that's your guy. Like, go talk to him, and that's some real shit. I'm not even lying to you.
So you telling me if she be like, I broke up with him and, hey Jovan, I feel a little lonely. Can I come over?
I wouldn't do it. Swear to God.
Why?
I swear to God, I would not do it.
Wait.
Because quite honestly, I'm the type of guy. Hold on. I'm the type of guy.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I smell cap.
It's not cap.
I smell cap.
Seriously. I'm the type of guy, like, I actually do want to break the narrative that men and women can be friends. I really do. Even though I don't fully believe it because of what I know, I want to be one of the first people. It's like kind of like a challenge to me. I want to be one of the first people to say that, no, men and women can be friends. It really just depends on the type of people that they are, right? The type of guy that it is. Because guys really can't be friends with girls, attractive girls. It's just, at some point, you're going to be looking at her like, I vibe with you. Why can't we be together?
So I'm kind of like on the fence with that just a little bit, just a tad bit. I do think that relationships can happen and form the way they are intended. Like, some people can be in a friendship and some people can be in a relationship. In other words, that what I'm saying is just that I think there are many factors in life that happens that can put y'all in a predicament where y'all just be like, you know what, we real cool as friends. And then there's other factors where they'd be like, you know what, let's just try this and see where it goes. Like I would say, like, I actually will admit this. I will admit this. Remember, we had a conversation about my friend, my best friend. Yeah.
I remember. I'll be checking her out on Instagram.
You just said what?
I'll be checking her out on Instagram.
You little freak, nigga. Anyway, so when I first met her, when we was in high school, right?
You wanted her.
I definitely did.
Right.
I definitely did. And as time, went on, we got cool and we got closer.
You still want her?
Not necessarily. Because she had a man, but she
actually proves my theory that once she has a man and she talks about him a lot, the attraction level diminishes.
So it was more so just that's my friend. That's my homie.
Does she have a man right now?
I don't know.
If she threw it at you, would you take it?
Now?
Yes.
As I got older? No.
Cap.
Something's wrong with you.
Cap.
No, I wouldn't. No.
I've seen her. And you trying to tell me that if she threw it at you, that you wouldn't take it?
No.
Cap.
No, because that's just you.
I don't believe it.
That's just you. Matter of fact, I'm finna put your ass out there. That is you and your attraction to Hispanic women. That is you. That is you. But anywho, no, because
what's wrong with her?
Nothing's wrong with her.
Y'all cool, right?
Yeah, I'm the godfather.
Y'all vibe.
I'm the godfather.
You godfather
of her son. Yes,
and y'all vibe, and she's cool as hell.
She very cool. Sometimes.
What's wrong with her then?
You know that thing when you know too much about somebody. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what? Let me reverse that. It's not even that. It's that I've grown to love our friendship a lot better. And when she came down here and visit me, we ended up like sleeping in the same bed before. Nothing happened. What? What?
So y'all slept in the same bed?
Yes, nothing happened.
You didn't get a boner?
No. Nigga, I fell asleep. I was drunk. I fell asleep. And usually shit happens.
Was she asleep?
Yes.
Before you fell asleep?
No, I don't even know. I fell asleep.
Right.
I felt she was in the hotel with her homegirl. Now, her homegirl I wanted. Little tall, little.
Have you ever had sex
bit that
with her?
ass, huh?
Have you ever had sex with her?
No.
Okay, I'll call Cap. I'm sorry, I call Cap.
You can call Cap. No.
Because if she would have threw it at you that night, y'all slept in the same bed, you would have taken it because you've never experienced it. You at least, as a man, you at least want to be able to experience it because women hold all the power. They get to say if you have sex with them or not. So if she would have threw that at you, you would have taken it.
I wouldn't have.
I call cap.
No, you can call cap, bro. You can call cap. You can call top. You can call whatever. I would have not. I would have not. I would have not. For the simple fact that the matter is,
don't lie to the audience. You can lie to yourself. Don't lie to the audience, please. Oh my gosh!
Like you would just not let this go when I'm telling you. Like I wouldn't have done it. Just as much as you said that way. If it came to your friend and she says, "Jovan, I'm lonely. Can I come over and have a conversation?" And you telling me, and she just bend over and threw that ass at you, you wouldn't do nothing.
I wouldn't.
Smell cap. That's cap. Now look. Now look who's smiling. Now look who's smiling. That's straight cap.
I would.
Exactly. Because as a man,
for some reason, I don't believe you.
What is that thing? What is that thing you said? As men, we are natural conquerors, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
we gotta conquer something.
Yes. So you telling me that if she would have came over, and I'm reiterating this one more time.
You're trying to put it back on me. Let's not take the attention off of you, okay?
You know what?
Because
all right.
This shit is
come on.
fine.
Come on. Put it back on me. Put it back on me. Come on.
I'm about to look her up right now.
Oh my gosh. It's Fabiola Brantes. Shout out to you. Love you, sister.
What's her name? Queen Fabi. That's who she is.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Fabiola Brantes.
580 followers. Yeah, this chick right here. You want her?
Huh?
You want her?
No, I did want her in the past.
You still want her. Here, take a little bit more. You told the truth.
Oh my gosh. No, no, I don't want my best friend. No, that is my best friend. Like honestly, I could say that.
That's your best friend?
I could say that I only have like a few choice friends that I actually am close to, and she's one of the people that I'm close to.
But you never hit it.
No.
So how can y'all be friends?
Well, probably because I never hit it.
You not curious though?
Not no more. Not no more.
Why not?
If I ain't never had it in years, why would I be curious about it anymore?
Because you want what you can't have.
I don't want that.
Why not? What's wrong with it?
It's nothing wrong with it. I don't think it's worth it.
Why?
Because I think our friendship is way more worth than.
How did y'all even get to a friendship if you never hit it?
I don't know. Hey, you got this man laughing.
Because she turned you down. That's why. She turned you down so many times. You had no choice but to say, yeah, we friends.
I wouldn't necessarily say that. I said we had a conversation about it before.
What was the conversation like?
It was more so a conversation about like, do you think that we would work out?
Did she ask you that or did you ask her that?
I can't even remember. I really can't remember. I can't remember. No, I really can't. She
turned you down, didn't she? Just admit it.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was. No. She didn't turn me down. It was a mutual thing.
Because it can't be mutual.
It was mutual. Yes. It was.
So you trying to tell me you wanted her, but then she turned you down
in the beginning,
right?
Especially in high school. I know that since high school.
Yeah, she turned you down
in high school.
So it wasn't mutual. She turned you down. That's what you made. That's what made you like, okay, yeah, it ain't gonna happen. Let's be friends.
No, right? It wasn't that. Honestly, we didn't talk. Like after high school, we didn't talk for a significant amount of time. And when I went to visit Florida, I think that was back in like 2013.
You went to visit her?
Mm-hmm. No, I went to visit my homeboy at the time, my homie. Because before I left here, before I left Florida, I used to stay with people from Cambodia, and I went to go visit him. And then I was trying to get to go see him because in driver's ed before that, I met her in driver's ed. And we was real cool. Like we was real cool. Of course, I'm young, I had a natural affection for her.
Right.
And then somewhere down the line, like me just, like goofing off with her and a lot of stuff. Yeah, I did have an attraction for her, but as time went on, she started telling me more stuff. I started telling her more stuff. She started telling me about her relationships, and I started telling her about my relationships. And then we just end up just developing a good friendship after that, And even sometimes like her son would, text me and ask me, hey, can you send me $20 or something like that? And then I send him $20, man. Because that's my best friend and that's my godson.
He still do that?
Sometimes. But I don't think nothing wrong with it. It's like it's just helping out my godson.
Nothing wrong with it?
It's helping out my godson.
Who decided that was going to be your godson?
We did.
Was it you or her?
Her.
It was her.
What's wrong? What you got to say?
She's using you.
She's not using me.
She's
not using me. No, she's not using me because there's been times in which I needed her and she helped me with something. Especially like when I was a temp and chase, and I was a temp and chase. I ain't had that much bread. She helped me sometimes.
Okay, so she like how did she help you?
If I ask, if I say, hey, I'm short $20.
Okay.
She'll throw it to me.
Okay, that's what's up.
That's because that's what friends do.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Now, if she never benefited your life in that way, then
no, that is.
I guess I would question.
No, that is my homie.
If you being used or not.
Nope, that is my ace homie, straight down to the bone.
So she has nominated you to be the godfather.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So her son got my number.
Just make sure.
Oh my gosh.
Just make sure that you're benefiting from this as well.
Benefit?
Yeah.
Damn.
And that she's not just using you.
She's not using me.
Well, not using. I don't want to say use because I think it's okay to be used. It means you're useful. As long as you're not being taken advantage of. Being taken advantage of and being used are two different things.
That is true.
But I'm okay being used. I really am because that means I'm useful.
You're used, yeah.
If I'm not being used, that means I have nothing for no. I'm not of value to anybody. I don't have anything that anybody can.
But I don't think it's necessarily like.
But it's about being taken advantage. That's a real thing. Like nobody's gonna take advantage of me.
I don't think it was like a necessarily of like a anything taking over. Because like if I need her, she'll help me, and if she need me, I help her. If she need me, if she needs somebody to talk to, I'll talk to her. She needs somebody to tell me the truth. We just do that.
I mean, she wants to keep that relationship intact, right? Because women need men.
Just like men need women.
Of course.
Yeah, there's been times, bro. I'm telling you, there's been plenty of times in relationship that I have been in, and I ain't know what to do. And she'd be like, "You being a straight bitch."
Oh, she would say that.
Oh, definitely.
That's what's up.
That's why I said that's not a woman. That's a real nigga. That's a real nigga.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
What do you think is your current sexual marketplace value?
Currently now?
Yes. Where would you rank yourself?
I'm a high value man.
You would say you're a high value man.
I'm a high value.
What makes you a high value man? Because it's not about. I want you to understand this. It's not about what you think your sexual marketplace value is.
It's about what the ladies think.
It's about the customers. You know what I'm saying?
The consumers.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
what are they saying? Are they lining up at the door to get you?
So I wouldn't necessarily. So if it's a consumer standpoint, I'd probably be like, in this day and age, I'd probably be like low market. Because, I don't have buku amount of money to flash in videos. I don't have Dolce and Gabbana or
is that what you think women
Balenciaga.
Want?
Come on, let's be very serious here. Women want money. Women want men with substantial income that comes in 24/7. Women want men who can.
That would be gold diggers.
I mean, I ain't.
Are you trying to tell me that women are gold diggers?
I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what the more day and age of what the women want. The women wants men who have. Women want this day and age. Women want men who can, like, say, provide to the point where they don't even have to work for $1 or a cent themselves. To the point where a man takes care of everything and they don't have to do anything.
So wait, are you trying to tell me that all women are gold diggers?
I'm not calling them gold diggers.
Because that's essentially what you're saying. If they're after the money.
I'm not saying gold diggers.
Then are you trying to tell me they're gold diggers?
Nope.
Then what are they then?
They just want to be taken care of. Women wants to be taken care of this day and age.
So that's gold diggers.
Women wants to be in a relationship where they're financially stable, rather than them where they have to get up and put the same amount of effort in as a man does every day.
Interesting. So you just called our women gold diggers.
I think you're trying to make it seem like I'm calling them a gold digger. What I'm basically saying is
the reality is that all women aren't gold diggers. Some of them are just better at hiding the shovel.
No, in the biblical ages, is that a woman's supposed to take care of the household while a man goes out and work.
Yeah, that's how it's supposed to be.
They living by the Bible.
That's how it's supposed to be.
And so I'm not calling them a gold digger. I'm just saying they're living by the Bible. But I think that this day and age is more.
By the way, there's nothing wrong with a gold digger.
I'm not saying that. I mean, like, I don't give a fuck about who's a gold digger or not a gold digger. But I'm saying that in my household, I am raised to where the point where my dad, he works day in and day out. My dad works. Even during COVID, my dad works. My dad, not only he works, he cooks, he fixes the house. And my stepmother, what she does, my stepmother goes to school. She takes care of my brother Aiden. And she has her own part that she plays in the house.
What part does she play?
She's a very crucial part. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I've never would have experienced what traveling is like. If it wasn't for her, I probably would have never experienced what the mother's love of an actual mother is like, other than my auntie. And then what if it wasn't for my dad, I wouldn't have probably understood what the financial, not even at the stand, like what the process of what a man is supposed to be like. You know, because part about it is that a man is supposed to care and provide for his family, but also being there in the situations where that a man, he needs to step up and do what he has to do if there is problem in the household.
So you're trying to tell me that you don't agree with 50-50?
Not necessarily. I would say that it'd be 70-25. And the only reason why I say
70% man, 25% woman?
Yeah, because I would like it in a household where it's like, I would be the person to, you know, take care. Like, I would want to take care of the household and let her stack her money up to pay for vacations. She want to go to school? My lady go to school. She do what you could do whatever you want to. I'm giving you the option to do whatever you want to.
That lazy bitch.
But at the end of the day,
she's stacking her money up to go on vacations and shit.
No.
You stacking your money up to pay for bills.
What I'm saying is, I'm paying the bills in the house in order for her to stack up to us to go on vacations, to travel, to do stuff that when I do
for
take
us.
Yes, for us.
So she's gonna pay for it when we go on vacation.
I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying in the household is that she's stacking up what I'm not paying for.
Oh, okay.
Why, you got something different? Now you seem like you got something different.
I didn't say nothing.
You know the crazy. See, you talking about me? You spilling shit. I think you the person who drunk. I think honestly, in a general, you know, in the grand scheme of things, I do feel like as a man, you know, like my pops always told me this, and I know this is probably irrelevant to what we talking about. My pops always said that never let them see you sweat.
Who, women?
Yes, never let them see you sweat.
Why not? But as a man, shouldn't you be vulnerable with them?
That is very true.
So why can't you let them see you sweat?
Because not a lot of women can accept your sweat.
Then maybe it's not the right woman.
Exactly, you're right about that. But what my dad meant is that.
But here's the thing though.
Go ahead.
Is that women are not designed that way.
To see a man sweat?
They're not supposed to see you sweat. Any woman on the planet.
I don't know. You know what's crazy right now? I think this is becoming more of not sipping and tripping, but the Jovan show.
You've been talking. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you know.
What do you mean the Jovan show? You've been talking.
So, but no, let me ask you this question. So what do you see fit how the household is supposed to be like?
How's the household supposed to be?
Yeah.
The man's supposed to protect and provide.
As I said.
And he's supposed to lead. He's supposed to strategize. He's supposed to make sure that his family is taken care of. And he's supposed to be the brains of the operation.
I disagree with that.
Honestly. And the woman is supposed to be the woman in the house. She's supposed to take care. She's supposed to make sure the children are taken care of.
I agree with that.
She's supposed to make sure that the house is taken care of, right? And the man is supposed to be out there making the money, and he's supposed to give his wife the best life that she could possibly have, stress free. You know, all she has to worry about is being at home. That's her job. And yeah, like the man is supposed to strategize. He's supposed to lead the family. He's supposed to lead by example. He's supposed to lead by the front. And he's the quarterback. He needs to make sure that everybody knows the game plan.
See, I agree with everything like that, but I think that as a man, as he is supposed to be in charge of the household, I do think that he has to take it. That's when he has to take his woman in consideration of her thoughts and ideas.
Of course, I'm not saying that.
I mean, you kind of said it though.
No, he's supposed to take. He's supposed to listen to his wife.
I mean, no, the way the way you put it, you made
no.
it.
The thing is that the woman is the backbone of the man, right? So there is times where
technically biblical version is the real.
He might be perfect. He might be like completely off about something, and the woman comes along and she gives her opinion, and he'll think about it, and he's like, okay, you know what? She actually makes perfect sense. Because men are wired to be logical, right? So if they hear something that's like very logical, they're probably gonna go with it. You can't deny logic. You can deny feelings, but you can't deny logic.
That is true.
Right. And so a man will always listen to his woman, right? And whether we think they don't or not, they do. If it makes sense to us, it's gonna happen.
Let me ask you this. So, as a man who has been married, what would you change in your relationship to make it that it had worked now?
What would I change?
Hmm?
Well, first of all, a man needs to be ready to lead. He needs to be ready to. He needs to have his shit in order.
Okay.
You cannot lead a family if you don't have your shit in order.
By the way, you do have the sunglasses of a cocaine dealer, but go ahead.
What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing. I'll just throw that out there. Go ahead.
A man needs to be ready to lead. I think that's why marriage is so important, and it should be taken very lightly. And not lightly. It should be taken very seriously because when a man decides to marry, that means he's ready to lead a family. And that means that he's ready to find a woman. He's going to find a woman who's ready to be the wife of a home.
Right.
Right. To treat him like a king.
Right.
And she will be treated like a queen in return.
Right.
That's why we should take marriage seriously. A lot of people don't take it seriously, right? They just kind of rush into stuff because it's popular, right? It's popular to get married, and it's popular to be in a committed relationship.
Of course.
So that we can say it, we're in a committed relationship, we're married in front of other people, in front of our family, in front of our friends, things of that nature. But we don't take it seriously often. Like those vows are very serious,
right? For
better or worse, for sickness and health. But when that shit actually comes along, how many people actually live by that?
Not a lot of people.
You know what I'm saying? And so when you decide to get married, you have to say, I'm gonna actually take this shit seriously. I'm not just gonna get married just for the sake of getting married. I'm gonna actually take it seriously. I'm gonna do what I need to do as a man. I'm gonna protect and provide. I'm gonna make sure that my wife is safe at all times, even if that means that she wants to go to the club. I don't want her to go to the club because I know what's at the club, and that's not an environment for her. If I'm going with her, that's different because I can look after her. I can protect her. Somebody might put some in her drink. I can watch that shit. Like, no, you're not finna drug my wife. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might run off with her shit. Like, I'm there to protect. She's not gonna be in that place alone. That's my job as a man, as a husband, as a father. I'm gonna be in that space. I'm gonna make sure that she's taken care of. That is my responsibility. You know,
I can see that.
And it's just important. And then as the wife, her responsibility is just to make sure that the house is taken care of. Her responsibility is to make sure that her man is taken care of, that he feels like a king, that she's not treating him anything less. If she feels that she needs to treat him anything less than a king, then we can't do this. It's not gonna work because we're gonna constantly bump heads. Because the biggest thing for a man is that he wants to feel respected. Every man wants to feel respected by his woman.
In his household too.
That is so powerful because women are so fucking powerful in that regard. They're so powerful. They have the ability to tear a man down with their words, and they have the ability to build a man up with their words.
I can see that too.
If my woman is telling me, you are a fucking king, you are the man, I love you with all my heart, there's nobody on a planet like you, oh my God, that man is like walking on fucking like water.
Like
you know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah, I feel like
if she tells that man that you are worthless, you're a piece of shit, that man is like, you might as well be dead.
But when they come in, now would that like circle back to what I was talking about self-love? If you love yourself, then whatever she says or she don't have to say, whatever she says to you wouldn't really affect yourself if you know you love yourself that much to not give a fuck about what she says. Because you know what you provide, you know what you do.
If you're doing what you're supposed to do, she wouldn't say it.
But there's a lot of women who don't appreciate a man who already is doing what he's doing. But she will cause problems because she has personal traumas.
I disagree. I think
when do we ever disagree? When do we ever agree?
Exactly. But if a woman is with a great man who is protecting and providing, and money is the biggest thing. You can't lead if you don't have the money.
I disagree with that.
You just can't. I'm sorry.
I disagree with that.
You cannot lead if you don't have the money.
I disagree with that.
Because women look at money first. We know why they look at money first is because they're looking for security.
No.
And the biggest thing in our society is to prove that you have security is money.
But I disagree with that because a woman can be with a man who does the right things, who attends to their feelings, who does everything in the right place, who does put all the factors, checks all the lists, but because they haven't went and healed their personal traumas. And don't get me wrong, I'm not just saying just women, men too. Men can be with the woman who does everything for them. But if you have not taken the time to learn how to love yourself and take care of those personal traumas, then you're not gonna sit here and you're not gonna appreciate a person who is in front of you who is taking to that personal time to love you the way that you should be loved. There's a lot of people who get these women, people who love them to the point where it challenges them and makes them uncomfortable. And that's how a lot of people tend to, or go back into these situations where they go back to these toxic things because they have a person who is not toxic or something that they are not used to. And say, for instance, if you're a person, you're dating a woman who's been in this program mind that every man that every man that she's with is gonna talk down upon her, or every man that she's with is gonna hit her. And she's been programmed. This is programmed in her mind. And then when she meets a guy like, Jovan Too Good, who doesn't hit her, but loves her, who doesn't buy her fake flowers, buy her real flowers, who doesn't do all this toxic shit that happens before, right. It scares her. Because
absolutely, I agree with you.
Because she's not used to that shit. Yeah. And a lot of women, let me take this back. A lot of people in general meet people who challenges them in ways that to help overcome certain traumas and triggers, but they don't like that. And not a lot of people are ready to overcome those challenges or face those challenges. So that's why they end up hurting people or breaking people hurting people. Like I said, they're hurting people and breaking people who challenges them because they are just so used to the same shit over and over.
Yeah. I mean, it's a conversation that's very long, and that conversation at a different time.
Definitely.
But I want to thank you guys for tuning in to Sipping and Tripping.
Sipping and Tripping.
And we'll see you next time.
Howdy. Peace. Hey, wait. I got one thing to say. Hey, Drake, you got a BBL, bitch. Bye.